Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into something incredibly valuable, a 15-year veteran scriptwriter's exact step-by-step blueprint for generating AI income in 2026. But honestly, the most important thing we're going to do today is use this framework to answer a massive question. Why do so many beginners end up losing money online? And exactly how does this blueprint protect your wallet? Let's get right into it. Seriously, it's a huge issue right now. You've got these vulnerable groups, beginners, students, freelancers, who are jumping into the AI space, looking for a genuine lifeline. But instead, they end up getting completely drained by fake gurus selling nothing but hype. So throughout this explainer, we're going to see exactly how to navigate this digital Wild West safely. All right, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with Section 1, the get-rich-quick trap. Then move into Section 2, the legit AI blueprint. Followed by Section 3, the 5-method matrix. After that, we'll hit Section 4, why beginners lose money, and wrap up with Section 5, the ultimate bonus tip. Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, the get-rich-quick trap. You know, the online income space is really split right down the middle. You've got the wrong way, which completely relies on false promises and so-called guaranteed income. This right here, this is the exact trap that drains beginners' savings accounts. Now, contrast that with the source material's strict demand for the right way, which is all about legitimate methods, grounded examples, and totally transparent income ranges. Basically, it's choosing realism over hype every single time. Moving right along to Section 2, the legit AI blueprint. Take a look at exactly who this blueprint is built to target, and more importantly, protect. We're talking beginners, students, freelancers, and everyday people hunting for a real side hustle. And notice the scope. It is incredibly tight, sitting right around 700 to 900 words. The tone? It has to be friendly, professional, and motivational, but super easy to digest. Now, why does that matter for preventing financial loss? Because a professional, realistic tone is the perfect antidote to that manipulative, hype-driven marketing we see everywhere. It empowers the audience instead of manipulating them into buying some fraudulent, overpriced course. This is fascinating. The source dictates a zero-fluff, strictly chronological timeline. You absolutely need a powerful hook at 0 seconds. By the 20-second mark, you're already introducing why AI is flipping online income on its head. Hit 1 minute, and you're deep into the very first method. You get to method 5 at the 5-minute mark, and the whole thing wraps up by minute 6. It's incredibly fast-paced. And think about it. Why do beginners usually lose money? Because they get stuck sitting through those agonizing 40-minute webinars that are designed to do nothing but upsell them at the very end. This strict timeline, it forces pure, actionable value right out of the gate. All right, let's jump into Section 3, the 5-method matrix. So the source imposes this really strict 4-step reality check for every single idea. You can't just toss out a vague concept. You have to explain exactly how it works. You can't be wishy-washy either. You must recommend specific, popular AI tools to actually get the job done. And instead of showing off some hyper-advanced skills, you've got to provide a realistic example for a total beginner. Finally, you have to state the potential income without making any wild, baseless guarantees. Literally, if a method doesn't pass all 4 of these checks, it just gets cut. Period. You can kind of think of this matrix as a built-in lie detector for online opportunities. If you take any AI side hustle and try to map it onto these 3 criteria, the method, the recommended tool, and the realistic beginner example, it instantly clarifies whether you're looking at something real or just another scam. Beginners lose their money precisely because they fall for opportunities where that tool requirement is totally empty, or where the so-called beginner example actually requires dropping thousands of dollars just to get started. Bringing us to Section 4, why beginners lose money. The blueprint recognizes a really hard truth here. It's just not enough to tell people what to do. You literally have to actively show them where the landmines are hidden. By front-loading the common mistakes, this framework actively protects the viewer's wallet from the exact pitfalls that end up bankrupting most beginners. Most of the time, folks don't even know the traps are there until they've already sprung them. And finally, Section 5, the ultimate bonus tip. So the framework doesn't just stop at the core content. It actually demands a masterclass in how you package it all. We're talking a final bonus AI tip, a strong call to action, viral titles, highly optimized SEO descriptions, 30 high-ranking keywords, and punchy thumbnail text capped at just 5 words. This teaches a pretty vital lesson. Having legitimate methods simply isn't enough if absolutely no one sees them. This is kind of that final layer of why people fail. They might have really good, honest ideas, but their execution is just terrible. Honestly, understanding how to package things is how you survive in this game. We're going to end on this incredibly powerful, non-negotiable mandate straight from the source text itself. It literally says, do not include false promises like get rich quick or guaranteed income. That right there is your ultimate shield against losing money online. It forces an honest, grounded approach to the entire digital economy. So I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. If you were to take your current side hustle, or maybe even that latest online course you've been eyeing, and run it through this strict realist framework, would it survive the test? Seriously, think about it. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to keep your standards high out there.